sticking around. Take two. This one's for Kyle. Don't know if this land was made for you and me. In the night sky of New York shines the torchlight of Lady Liberty. 'Cause I can't see through the orange of the high-rises lining every street. But I believe that she's watching over all of us tossing in our sleep. Don't know if this land was made for you and me. So I set out on this great blue highway trying to see. Sunrise pours out on the horizon like a Georgia peach. When the juice of the fruit and your dry tongue finally meet. And in the rearview mirror, the skyline swallowed by the trees. Don't know if this land was made for you and me. As I glide through the high ground in the grassland of Tennessee. Low fog left from nightfall starts to lift as I leave her soggy peaks. With the sunlight behind me, I follow shadows cast from back east. What's left of buffalo roam the pastures like a passing dream. Don't know if this land was made for you and me. In the flatlands in Nebraska, I can feel my whole body breathe. Wind moves like water through the prairies, painting pictures in the wheat. Like sand along the shorelines, the switchgrass is dragged out to sea. The sweet warbling of a meadowlark fades in the breeze. Don't know if this land was made for you and me. Across the Rockies for the West End, in the desert I hear the silence speak. High noon Nevada, sand dunes listen as they gleam. Not a movement as they heed the hush, and I wonder why can't we? Dust spirals on the highway, it scatters like a laugh that's free. Don't know if this land was made for you and me. When I reach California, the sun leads me straight to the beach. fixed like a skillet as the light sizzles out of my reach. Stars rise like steam in the twilight between redwood leaves. I've searched for answers in this land, from sea to shining sea. I watch the water take the sand and bury my 2 feet. Here's another oldie. When did you guys rescue me from the Union or the Robin Hood? It was, wow, that's wild. It was really cold. I'd love to see them. For those of you that don't know me, I've been living on the road for many years, so I'm always inviting myself home with people. But you're all off the hook for tonight. It's very cold. Thank you. "50 miles from water and I'm 40 miles from wood, 30 miles from nowhere and I've gone there for good. Bird in a cage ain't a bird at all. Girl's gotta fly where a man must fall. You can stay in your city, yes, and you can have all your sirens. You can keep your bright lights, but leave me out in the sky. Bird in a cage ain't a bird at all. Girl's gotta fly where a man must fall. Know you tried to love me, and I know you thought you did, but I know a heart's not a locket on a chain around the neck. Bird in a cage ain't a bird at all. Girl can't be blamed for what is not her fault. Bird in a cage ain't a bird at all. Now watch me fly, I gotta sing my song. 50 miles from water and I'm 40 miles from wood, 30 miles from nowhere, and I've gone there for good. I've gone there for good. I've gone there for good. Thank you. The road is my addiction. I had, I think, 4 days in Eugene, and it's a lovely town, Eugene. It's great. They have a great health food store, and people yoga. It's donation-based, that's really... I should be able to stay there indefinitely, but after about 2 days, I get really itchy, and by day 3, I'm really cranky, and by day 4, I'm just a nightmare. So it feels really good to be rolling again. The flatness, I think, is part of it. And it was hot, so there's that stagnant energy. Not like here. There's a flying bee passing overhead. Wish I knew where it went. The sleeping fields wear frost and stripes, and my spirit longs to fly. There's a flying bee passing overhead. Leaves are golden red. The branches burn across the sky, yes, even the trees yearn to fly. From the beach I see both land and sea. I belong to neither. I breathe the freezing air inside, and I try to bring the sky to me. I wish that I had feathers of my own, and a flock with which to fly and find my way home. There's a flying bee passing overhead, slow like frozen bread. I watch mine rise like a cloud with my eyes. They are blue because I cannot fly. I wish that I had feathers of mine, flock with which to fly and find my way home. Wish I had feathers of my own, flock with which to fly and find my way home. There was a flying bee passing overhead. I do not know where it went. The waves below reach hopeful and high, but even the ocean knows it cannot fly. I wish that I had feathers of my own, and a flock with which to fly and find my way home. But this flying bee high above me is as close as I'll go. Here's a nice summer song. I saved it for you because you stayed. people who stay get the nice songs. It's like bribery. It must be left over from my days of nannying. Or something, I don't know. But this is for Telluride, Colorado. Although it's called Back in New York. That's where I wrote it, but Telluride is where I felt it. Where it came into being. I had the most beautiful 8-hour drive from Telluride to Denver after playing the Telluride Bluegrass Festival a few years ago, and the sky was just one of those colorful Colorado skies, and rainbow pink, and it hailed and it rained and it was sunny and there were rainbows. It was just magical. And I was in love, so it was extra magical. The high, dry desert last night of spring, the sky falls quiet to hear him sing. The air is thin, the dust is thick, and his eyes hold the water that I long to drink. His song's as silver as the solstice moon, and it spins me dizzy with altitude. Like snow on the mountain flows through me cool. Our love is a flower starting to bloom. He comes from the east, I come from west, and we meet in the valley of my chest. Yes, my heart softens where his head rests, as subtle as the thought, as tender as breath. He sings of subways and city skylines, but tonight the only lights are the stars above Telluride. All that's below is the stream so serpentine. Our love is the apple that I want to bite. Now the birds are stirring with wordless songs, and soon the day will have to respond. The full moon will fade, but she won't be gone. She just waits undercover, like a kiss in the palm. And his bags are packed, they sit by the door. The weather vane is pointing north. The fire is strong, the house is warm, and our love is shining back in New York. Yes, the sun is rising back in New York. Our love is our paradise back in New York. It's funny. I haven't seen the subject of that song, and other than Telluride, the co-star, I haven't seen in several years. But today, I was in my Facebook feed. I guess he has an album coming out, so it's just been his face all day. It's kind of funny. That's why I was smiling. I wasn't like reminiscing joyfully. I was thinking about karma and life and how funny it is. But anyway, this song is nice and dark to just ground me in reality now. I don't want to, as a Libra, I run the risk of just floating away on a dream cloud. So I have to focus on really dark things. And that's not true. What kind of? This one is called Change. And I wrote it during the Occupy movement. Or I guess the birth of the Occupy movement, I should say. And things have changed since then a little bit. I now have health insurance, or at least a card in my wallet that says I do. I haven't attempted to use it because it's only good in state, apparently, which I'm in California, 2 weeks of the year, but it's all right. I'll just strategically get sick or stay healthy. Here we go. To health. When the president takes your money and you pay with dollar bills, don't forget to say, hey man, where's my change, before he closes the till. Or you can kiss your cash goodbye, sucker. In God we trust, better watch that eye that's fixed on you and stand you down from that pyramid in the sky. In God we trust, but who are we and who is he behind those gates? In God we trust, but who are these men who keep my change? Change, change, the clank of the chains is the same as it's always been. I'm not looking for a new master now, I'm just looking for a few good men. Yeah, the kind that do as they say and say the things that they do. So when you get home with your groceries, you're not afraid they'll poison you. In God we trust, but who are we and who are they who speak for me? In God we trust, but who are these men who keep my change? Change, change, while begging for change. With arms outstretched we sit and wait for Santa Claus, for Robin Hood, for someone to do like he said he would. Thank you. I always forget I can get political in Washington. I confess I do censor myself sometimes because, a girl's got to fill the gas tank. And I've definitely received some hate mail in tip jars. I actually save all of those notes. It fuels me. I don't save the love mail because that could get to my head, but the hate mail is something to chew on. That'll tell you a lot about my childhood. The more you can do, the less you can be. Do what you will, you can't make me work so hard. Tell me why. Are you afraid you're gonna die like the bees? The more you can do, the less you can feel. Hard as rock, but not as real. Honeycomb, you're not as sweet as the gold of honeybees. The more you can do, the less you can see. Cast your die into the street. Watch your luck fall to your feet. You're gonna die just like those bees. The bees. Oh, the bees. The bees. This has really been fun. Thank you for being here. I was a little nervous when no one was here when I got here, but I knew that you would come. It's like showing up early to a blind date every single night of my life. Except I'm hoping that more than just one guy shows up. Sometimes it's just one. Sometimes it's 1,000. Very rarely. But it's always an adventure, and I'm really grateful. I'll play a couple more for you. And I hope to see you tomorrow at Poets in the Park. That sounds pretty fun. This one's called Atlantis. It's another one for our country and our world. Whatever that means. rising tide doesn't raise all boats, only those that are able to float. The ones at the holes stay scattered ashore as they wait for the waves to take away their boards. Now getting ahead ain't even a thought when the treading of death keeps getting harder, and you're doing all that you can to keep your head above the water. The dream is what keeps us afloat. When the bottom drops out of our boat, the waters are rising higher and higher, and my arms and legs have grown tired. Atlantis sank into the ocean in a single day, a night of misfortune. America stands at the edge of the sea, searching the waves for signs of steam. If you launch too many ships towards other people's shores, you can wash the blood from your hands, but they will not win the war. Golden city of the sun, faced with the wrath of Poseidon. If America is the new Atlantis, it's 'cause everyone deserves a second chance. Yes, this land takes care of all of her children. You just gotta get out there and start swimming. If America is the new Atlantis, it's 'cause everyone deserves a second chance. Here's one to get you home safely. I always like to close with this one, because it's about just being right in the moment, which it usually, I confess, even though I do this every night, it's like my mind is always racing, and it's kind of I guess everything I do, I'm always racing, my mind is racing, but just as something's ending, I can be in it. You know, like when you get to the last bite, you're like, wow, this was a great meal. You know, and you're saying your goodbyes to your friends, you're like, oh man, there you are. Hey, it's funny. So, thanks for a great meal. Soul food. The name of a place always, a name definitely shapes what something becomes. The moon rises like a ripe peach. I'd like to taste it, but it's out of my reach. Shoot for the stars, but I mean no harm. I just want to be where they are. The air is heavy like a sigh, and it grows stronger the faster I drive. stick my hand out and try to catch it, but like anything else, it just passes. And the beauty of the evening makes me think of you, 'cause summer evenings make the winter worth living through. I can't help wondering where you are. So many nights I have wished on these stars, connected them like lines between dots. I have sketched out your face with my thoughts. And the beauty of the evening makes me think of you, 'cause summer evenings make the winter worth living through. And I trust the universe takes care of me, but sometimes my trust is just so hard to believe. I don't want to be where I'm leaving, and I don't want to be where I'm going either. Right now I just feel kind of open, soaking up the present moment. And I trust the universe takes care of me, but sometimes my trust is just so hard to believe. The moon rises like a ripe peach. I'd like to taste it, but it's out of my reach. I shoot for the stars, but I mean no harm. I just want to be where they are. I just want to be where they are. I just want to be where you are. Thank you for having me. And again, please sign the mailing list on your way out so we can do this again.